Good morning. Out here at about 6 a.m. on a Saturday, and I'm going to be flying with another pilot that I know, or actually he's a student pilot, currently working on his private and out of a different airport, but he's never been in the CIRRUS before, so I'm going to take him up for a flight. But before he arrives, I figured I'd get the pre-flight started and I'd film a little bit of that. Okay, as you walk up to the plane, you just want to do a quick look. It doesn't have to be quick, but you want to do a look over the plane. Just make sure there are no leaks, that the tires are inflated properly. Just a quick visual inspection to make sure that everything, at least visually on the outside, looks good. And for 9-3 Papa Fox, it certainly does. It's my first time flying this one. It'll be in there. Nice little cup holder. Always with the coffee. Okay, so did the visual inspection outside. Avionics power switch is off. Battery 2 master switch. And the battery 2 powers the essential bus. So things like the PFD, COM1, NAV1, some other essentials. And just want to make sure that initially we see on the essential bus voltage anywhere between 23 and 25 volts, which it's currently at 24.6. So that's telling us that the battery, at least battery 2, is good. And then I'll go ahead and turn on the battery 1. I hear the avionics cooling fan. Turn on the avionics switch. On. Fuel quantity check. Full tanks. Fuel selector is set to the fullest tank. They're both pretty full right now. Flaps are down. I just put those down. And then the lights, nav, strobe, landing, ice, pitot heat. We'll go outside and check those. Strobes are good. Nav lights are on. There's the ice light, which shines back to the leading edge of the wing. There's the other one on the other side. And the other nav and strobe light. Oh, and of course, can't forget about the pitot, which it's hot. Turn those off. Alternate static source is set to normal. Alternate air pull on. It's off. Circuit breakers. Want to make sure that those are in. Nothing's popped out. All looking good. The hammer is in there. Nice and secure. Fire extinguisher. And of course the caps pin. That's got to come out. Okay, I'm gonna grab my coffee and go outside now. Time for the exterior pre-flight. So I just want to do a check of the antennas, the GPS, COM1, transponder, COM2's on the bottom, and just make sure that everything looks, secure. And let me put my coffee down. Housed in here, behind here, is the parachute. The canopy that every CIRRUS comes with. Just want to make sure there are no cracks or abnormalities in the skin, so that's good. The static port looks clear, and that's the cargo door. I'm going to leave that open because I have my fuel strainer in there, and I'm gonna pull that out soon. Okay, the vertical stabilizer, the elevator. I am checking the linkage and making sure that everything is good there. Okay, when it says no push, that doesn't mean I can't push on this. What that means is I can't push the airplane itself, you know, using the stabilizer, or the elevator, excuse me. All these bugs on this thing. And I'll do the same for this one, for this side. Make sure everything is good. And the horizontal stabilizer. All right, and of course, the tie down. Okay, come back around again. And like I did on the other one, just check that just checking that there are no major dings or dents. And I'm not filming every single check that I'm doing because I need to put the camera down to do some of this stuff, but you know, and a lot of it is, most of it really is just redundant. I do the same thing on the other side as I'm doing here. This is the flap, so I'm just checking it, making sure that there's not much play, and then I'll go on the other underside. Linkages all look good. Yep. And then the aileron, that's all good. And yeah, making sure that everything is linked up. Lights are clear, good old Spectra lighting. And then just checking the leading edge of the wing. That's the stall warning opening right there. And the temperature probes. Yeah, everything is good. Tail tie down. Gonna get that. Okay. Like I'm over here on this side and I'm looking at the other landing gear and the other wheel just to make sure that it looks good. Better vantage point from over here. And I'll do the same for the other side. I'll go over there. And then while I'm down here, checking the COM 2 antenna. Okay, now I'm gonna check the oil. It looks to be about 5.5 quarts, so I'm gonna add a quart of oil. So I'll leave this open for now. Checking the other battery, or that's battery 1. And the oil filter, all that good stuff. Everything looks good and clean, no birds or anything, so that's what we're looking for. Okay, checking that NACA filter, I think it's called. Looks clear. My coffee here, I'm not gonna forget it. And the prop. So with this prop, with any prop, you just want to check for any dents, or really big dents and really big nicks that might compromise the safety of the propeller and therefore the safety of the flight. And that all looks good. All right, looking inside the engine cowling, just making sure there are nothing in there that shouldn't be in there. That's good too. And then down the underside to the nose gear. And then I'm going to remove. This is the door to plug in external power. And then I'll do the same check that I did on the other wing. Again, just checking to make sure that nothing's going to compromise the safety of this flight. Like a big dent in the wing, that would be bad. And the pitot tube, just looking in there really quickly to make sure that it's all clear. And it is. I'm gonna check the wing. And the flaps like I did before. Everything looks good there. Not a lot of play. All right. Now it's time to drain the fuel. On the CIRRUS, there's 5 sumps that I'm going to drain from. Here's the first one. You go with the other one. And that's looking clean as well. Nice and blue, the way we want it. The way we want it. And then I'll just put that in here. That's a full tank. There we go. So, close that, stubborn. Okay, so that's it for the pre-flight of the airplane, at least before engine startup. All I have to do over now is just add that quart of oil and wait for Brunei. So yeah, thanks for watching. Bye.